Want to learn the easiest way to make ring pop wrappers using Canva? Then keep on watching. Hey y'all, Victoria Cherie here with Pretty Party and Crafty, and we're going to jump right into how to make these ring pop wrappers. Now, if you go to our website, the link will be in the description. We're going to be using the 5x7 mini party printables paper for this project. And if you want, you can also grab our Canva ring pop wrapper template, but this is optional. If you do decide to use our template, you'll receive a PDF link, and you'll just click on the link and it'll automatically take you to the template, and click on Use Template for New Design at the bottom. The first thing I'm going to do is rename my file to Valentine Favor. Now, if you're doing this from scratch, you want to make sure that your canvas size is 5x7. If you get the template from us, we do have purple guidelines to make sure you know where to keep your information. Now, the top area represents the back, the middle area represents the front, and the bottom area represents the back as well. So let's start designing. If you go to the left side panel and click Elements, you can search for background. So just type in Valentine background and use that. Or if you go to Uploads, you can upload your own file. So I have this heart design that I'm just going to resize by dragging the corners and making sure it fills the entire page. I'm going to click on Positions, Layers, and just make sure I drag this to the bottom. There's different ways that you can move it. This is just one way. And I'm going to adjust the transparency just to make it lighter. I'm also going to go back to my uploads and add my PNG crimps. You can get this from our site as well. I'll link it in the description. This is so I don't have to manually crimp. Now, it says Candy Pop. I'm going to change that font to something called Blaze or Blaz. I'll have it in the description. And this is going to say You Make My Heart Pop. And I'm just adjusting the sizing by clicking and dragging the corners. Okay, for You Make, I'm going to change that to a different font. So I'm actually going to select something called One Little Font because it's for kids. So that's the name of this font. All right, I'm going to duplicate it and put From Your Friend Madison. Again, we can resize it by clicking and stretching out the corners. Now, the template comes with a free sunburst design, but I'm going to go to Element and look for a pro version, and I like this one just a little bit better. So I'm going to delete the original one, and I'm going to change the color of this one to white and reduce the transparency and make sure that it appears below the crimps. Now we can add some more graphics. We can go to Elements, search for Valentine Bear, but I'm going to my uploads because I have these graphics already uploaded. And I'm just going to add it to it. Remember, this is for a ring pop, so we have to search for a candy ring. So I grabbed this one. It is free, and you can change the colors. So I'm just trying to match up the color to the pinks that I already have. And so if you want it to be pink, blue, purple, it's totally up to you. This design does let you change the colors. And again, this one is free, so you don't have to have Pro to get that ring pop. And now I'm just doing some final adjustments, fine-tuning it, rotating, making sure it looks the way that I want. So I'm just doing some last-minute adjustments. I decided to change the colors of You Make My and From Your Friend, and then I decided to add some more graphics. Now, I do want to add nutritional facts. I like to use personalized nutritional facts. If you want this template, again, it's available in my shop. And I'm just going to resize it and make sure that it fits in that top section. And I'm going to click on the borderline weight and just bring it down. Make sure you select it and rotate it 180 degrees. To add a QR code, go to Apps and type in QR code to add one. And again, make sure you rotate it 180 degrees. Things that's going on the back has to be upside down. All right, so everything is looking good, just making some final adjustments. And the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Elements and I'm going to select a square or rectangle, and I'm going to drag it across so it fills the entire bottom section. It's about 1/4 of an inch high. And I'm going to change the color to white, and you'll see why in just a moment. We're going to hit Share, Download, and we're going to get ready to print. All right, once we download it to our computer, we're going to go to our Downloads folder, and I'm going to right-click on the design. I have Windows 11, so when I right-click, I'm going to select Show More Options, and then I'm going to click on Print. Now we can make our printer selection. I'm printing on the ET8500. For my paper size is 5x7. If you don't see it, you're going to click on more and then select 5x7. My quality is going to be standard. And then for my paper type, I'm going to select photo paper glossy. Now we do need to make additional changes. So at the bottom, you're going to click on options. It may say advanced or preferences depending on your printer. So click on that. We're going to click on printer properties. All right, paper source is where you're putting your paper. I'm putting mine in the rear paper feeder. Document size, make sure that it says 5x7. Borderless should be checked, and we're going to click on settings next to that. Make sure that it says auto expand and that enlargement is on medium. Then we're going to hit OK. Once we do that, again, make sure paper type is photo paper glossy, color quality is standard. Next step is optional. So I'm going to go to more options. Under color correction, select custom, then click on advanced. Color controls is selected. Adobe RGB for color mode, and my gamma is 2.2. I know that's a lot, but this is what I like to do for my colors. Everything else you can leave the same, and then you can hit OK again, and let's go ahead and print. So this is what it's going to look like when it prints out. As you can see, the crimps are already there and it's 5x7, so there's no need to cut. All right, so we're using Party Printables paper. This is the mini 5x7, and we are ready to get this wrapped up. We have our ring pop, we have our double-sided tape. Now the white border that we added, that's going to be on the left side. So I'm going to add tape across the top, down the right, and across the bottom. So it's like a backwards C. Again, just make sure you put your ring pop in the center, wrap it around. I like to adhere the back side first, and then I make sure the front is how I want it to be before I seal one of the ends. You can slightly squeeze it just a little bit before you seal the next end, but that's it. Hopefully you learned something new. Be sure to like and follow for more. Later, y'all.